Am I wrong for wanting to leave my wife, married for over 20 years? It dawned on me the night before last that my wife and I are just not right for each other. I work on the road and fly home for weekends. Last Wednesday, the 3rd, I got bumped from my flight. I knew that missing our 4th of July get-together would devastate my wife and kids, so I drove 14.5 hours through the night to get home to be with them. We went to the parade and party at our friend's house. I spent the rest of the weekend doing chores around the house and drove back yesterday. I'm 45 years old, so I'm learning that an all-night drive takes a lot more out of me than it used to. So I decided to go to bed early Saturday night to make sure I got a good night's sleep before doing it again. Going to bed early for some reason irritated my wife. "You don't want to spend some quiet time with me tonight?" I told her, "Look babe, I have a long drive tomorrow and need sleep. I'd love it if you came to bed and rubbed my back for me. That always helps me relax." She told me that she was really into the book she was reading and didn't feel like coming to bed so early. To which I replied, "Well, if you're so into your book, then what's the point of me hanging out and staying up late when I have to get up early and get on the road?" Then she called me selfish. I thought, whatever. Then, went to bed. I was up half the night thinking about that conversation and didn't get the sleep I needed. But it dawned on me when my flight got bumped, I didn't whine and bitch about it. I got on the road and made it home. I worked all weekend on the house instead of enjoying the holiday. I can't remember her ever saying thank you. Then she guilt trips me because I have to look out for my safety. Yesterday, over the long drive back to work, I kept thinking, whenever she wants to go somewhere or do something, no matter what it is, I go with her. Whether it's a road trip, shopping, getting together with friends, I go, even if I'm not in the mood for it. When I ask her to go do something with me, it's always the same thing. I'm not really into that, or something will come up at the last minute. Last year, some friends of mine, a brother veteran and his wife, were riding through town on their Harley and me, and a couple other buddies decided to meet them halfway and ride together. I really wanted her to ride along with me, but all of a sudden, when we were supposed to leave, she got a text from her parents, and they said they needed help with something so she couldn't go with me. So there I am on this ride with some of my best friends and their wives, and I'm by myself. The 7th wheel. We stopped for dinner and I called her and asked how everything was going, and she told me that her mom just needed to borrow something from her and that she had been home the entire time bored. Since the restaurant we were at wasn't far from the house, I told her to grab her jacket and helmet and have our oldest son drop her off, and she could finish the ride with me. She said she wasn't feeling it. Meanwhile, all the guys are asking, "Hey, where's Lisa? Total bummer." It's like she doesn't even like spending time with me unless it's her plan with her friends. Sex is never an issue. For some reason, she still wants it regularly, and gives great head. But that's just not enough for me anymore. I can't really describe what I'm feeling, but I don't like it. And I'm seriously considering leaving her. Our kids are almost grown and she can have the house I paid off. I just don't want to be with someone who doesn't enjoy quality time with me. Am I wrong for wanting to call it quits?